Hi everybody, welcome to Fishburners After Dark, also after pitch night. But thankfully we've got Katrina with us from the City of Sydney, so we've just had the demo day. So Fishburners, along with the City of Sydney, have been working on a program for the last 8 or 9 months, trying to support startups who are looking to make a really positive change in terms of the environment. They're looking to make, whether it's not just necessarily the environment, but looking to make a positive impact on their communities, the environment, the economy, whatever. And what we're going to do is have a bit of a chat to Katrina about the role of City of Sydney, what she felt about tonight, and just learn a little bit more about everything. So Katrina, thank you very much for coming. I know everybody has been trying to talk to you, so I appreciate you've come and had a bit of a chat to me.
No problem at all. Thanks
Excellent.
for having me.
No worries at all. So we had 13 amazing pitches tonight.
Amazing. Yeah.
An hour of power, I believe, was kind of what I was thinking myself. But
I actually thought it was going to go on for longer.
And so I think there was so much in there. I guess first of all, like, what were your sort of initial thoughts or feelings of the night, just seeing those startups that have been sort of going through the process? Like, were you optimistic for the future? Can you see that there's potentially some startups in there that could get some traction next year?
Absolutely. I mean, sorry, so many questions.
Sorry.
Yeah. And I came and met some of the startups a couple of weeks ago as well. So I've seen some new ones here. I've seen some pitches twice now in the last couple of weeks. So I'm a bit overwhelmed, but it's been fantastic to come and see them tonight. I'm trying to remember what your original question was.
Well, just your thoughts from this evening, because there was a lot that went on.
Yeah, there was a lot that went on, and look, I was so impressed with the quality of the pitches tonight. Just so clear, such fantastic ideas, and really it's just a joy to come into a place where there's so much energy and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And incredible ideas. I've drawn a blank. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was going to say.
No, it's completely fine. And I think, there was a couple of those moments that sometimes happen as well. Like in the pitch night, it's like people go, what do I say next, or what does it look like? And it's, one of the great things about these is it's an iterative process for a startup. It's getting them out to actually pitch to a wider audience for the first time. It's getting used to feeling those nerves about having the message go out to the audience and what does it look like.
Yes.
And have it now rather than when you're pitching in front of investors, when you're pitching in front of the audiences that you want.
And speaking to a large audience as well. I think tonight, I think we've had maybe a couple of hundred people in the room, and the vibe was really fantastic and supportive, as you say.
Yeah.
But, for people who might not be able to speak in front of other people, like myself, I think it was a great opportunity. And certainly, from when I heard some of these founders a couple of weeks ago to tonight, it was a very slick presentation. I think they did really well. Amazing.
No, I think they were great tonight. It was just another really good night of pitches. So that's the good thing with Fishburners. Come on down, watch them live. They're great pitch nights.
Yeah.
There's no more until January, so obviously come back in January, Feb, and have a look at those. But the one question, obviously, I think, some of the government organisations get maligned a little bit about how they're trying to support either the economy or the communities, and an event like this, which is about trying to move organisations that are trying to do good within the community but also grow the economy, are really important.
Yeah.
And obviously that's very important to the City of Sydney.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of see or try and have the City of Sydney play a role in helping startups or organisations have a positive impact on the community?
Well, look, as a local government organisation, we can't cherry pick specific businesses to support. But what we can do is support Fishburners.
Yeah.
So they came to us with a grant application. So we have 2 funding rounds of grants each year, and they came to us through a knowledge exchange grant. So this is particularly focused on growing capability within a sector. This particular grant. So they came to us with this idea. It was a great idea, and they had, the experience, the know-how, the smarts to put this together, to draw a great cohort of 30 founders and provide, a fantastic experience over 9 months to them that we could get behind, because, the goals that they were working towards were goals that we were working towards.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, Fishburners are appreciative of a lot of the support we get, but especially from the City of Sydney. Obviously, your goal is to facilitate people who are better at what they do, experts in their field, to bring about change and improvements in our society. And Fishburners' experience in terms of the mentoring network, having built startups from scratch, and so many have gone on to multi-million dollar, billion-dollar companies.
That's exactly right.
And the City of Sydney shouldn't have to pick the winners. Their job is to facilitate the people to go away and have those opportunities to sink or swim.
That's right. We don't have the expertise and the capability and the time, the resources internally to deliver all of this work. So we rely on our external partners to do this. And Fishburners has been a great example of that in this case.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. So if you think about some of the things that the City of Sydney is sort of focusing on, is there anything else that sort of or areas of people looking to try and potentially come to you for grants with initiatives, for example? Are there specific types of initiatives you're looking to fund or support, and what specific areas might that look like?
Well, look, I mean, I think it's quite broad.
Which makes it easier. It's just then to say, okay, well, what's some of the best ways they can find out, or where should they go to get that information, for example?
Absolutely. I mean, look, the City of Sydney website, number one, is a great resource, and if you go to the grants pages, it will tell you all of the different types of grants that we offer. And the Knowledge Exchange grant has recently been rebranded as Innovation and Ideas. But this is cross-pillar, so this is affecting social, cultural, economic and environmental projects. And so, there is a broad range of projects that we are looking to support. We've got our new 2030 plan, 2030 to 2050 plan. We've got our new economic development strategy that we're working on. We're constantly working to support projects across, for our small businesses to come back and deliver against our 4 pillars: social, economic, environmental, and cultural focus.
And so it's nice and broad. It provides an opportunity for anyone who can come up with an idea, put the effort behind it, have at least somewhat tested it. It's not just ideas. They need to be ones that have been at least tested, that can then potentially take the next step or have done well, but need the support to take it to a serious level.
And look, we are a local government as well, so we are focused on delivering for our local community and our local businesses. So any project that comes to us needs to deliver for either our residents or our businesses. And so that's, while they might have aspirational Australia-wide or global aims, if they can really show that they're, targeting in the first instance maybe as a test case against the local Sydney business community or residential community, then that's a good start for us.
No, and I'm sure this isn't just the only initiative that the City of Sydney supports to bring those sort of things to life. Are there any others that you would like to sort of highlight to who are watching who might be interested in saying, okay, well, it's not just tech for good and bringing that to life? What are some of the ones that you feel like have done, maybe one or two that have done well this year, or ones that maybe people should be more aware of? Like, even if it's a pet favourite of yours or anything like that,
that's what I'm thinking. I can only really speak to the ones that I've been involved
for the ones you're involved with.
And because, we have so many staff working on.
Big team.
I can't even tell you the amount of grants that we deliver each year. It's hundreds.
Hundreds. No, yes.
So, for instance, one of the ones I was managing as well this year was the Remix Business of Culture Incubator.
Okay.
So that was very specifically for the creative community.
Absolutely, who have struggled immensely and needs as much support as they can.
Exactly. So coming out of the lockdowns, a very badly affected sector. So this, again, a little bit like the Fishburners Tech for Good Hub, this was focused only on the creative sector. And so a mentoring, capacity building, 6-month intensive program to support businesses and to come up with, using technology, come up with great solutions to build a sustainable, I want to put the word longevity in there, a business that
a long-lasting opportunity.
It's
rather
for
than
their business.
rather than a short-term measure that might last for 3 or 6 months and improve things. It's something that can have a lasting impact.
Exactly, and things that looking at the employment within the sector and how they can boost employment, how they can boost their own business. Yeah.
No, absolutely, and I think the startup community is no different from a lot of other communities where it's very networked, but we all know that one thing that helps here can actually impact 1, 2, 3 or 4 other areas, other businesses, other startups.
Yes.
Tonight, having a conversation with someone, they didn't know about Investment New South Wales support of startups, and I said literally just go to their website. What you're looking for is there, and if you can't find it, go talk to Carol Friel, and she will absolutely help you get where you need to get to. I love what City of Sydney have done, as well as Investment New South Wales, about trying to make all the information publicly available.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough, if you just go to a website and you can find all these things, I think some people just don't know where to kind of start sometimes.
I think so, that's right. So go to the website. There's so much information that's on there already, and then certainly with each of our grant rounds each year, it's twice a year.
Yep.
There are actually webinars that we put on live. Join in, come and ask questions. Hear from some of the staff. Talk about. There'll be case studies that we'll get on this time round. I think we're looking at February next year. We launch our summer round of grants. So we've got a summer and a winter round. So we're looking at February and July each year.
So they should start looking at the website from February to start sort of applying, or apply before Feb?
Start looking now.
All
the dates
Feb.
will be listed.
Right.
If we have a session, a Q&A session, that will be listed. Register for that session, come in, ask questions, and then I think the grant round starts in February.
Excellent. So if you aren't aware, go to Investment New South Wales website, go to the City of Sydney's website, check out all the information for grants, for programs, it's all there. If you're not sure and you can't find the information, maybe send Fishburners a message. They'll be able to direct you where you need to get you.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you very much, not only for you coming tonight, dealing with a rather large crowd and and getting the support, but also to City of Sydney for all their support for this program. It's going to have an impact, and hopefully one of the 13 startups will be talking about in hushed tones as one of Australia's next big unicorns.
We can only hope.
Thank you very much.
No worries at all.
Thanks, guys. Have a great evening, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, man.
All the people that are watching online. I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name is Alex. I'm the founder of Furness.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only copy.
Please jump on here, send us
No, we are live. Does it roll? No, it doesn't roll.
No, it won't roll.
Because it got a bolt on this side. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. Have we had you in this show before?
No.
No. All right.
I'm a first
Let me
timer.
do the intro, and then you know what's happening.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is the after party networking time of Fishburner Tech for Good Demo Day. And tonight I have one of our Tech for Good Hub cohort, David Whitfield
Nice
from
to meet you.
JetWet.
JetWet Technologies, yes.
JetWet Technologies with his miniature jet engine. Is it called miniature jet engine?
Is it, sorry?
Miniature jet engine?
No, it's
or-
a real jet engine.
It's a real jet engine.
It's a real
but
jet.
it's not a big
it's
jet
not a
engine.
big one, no. Just a small one.
Come on, we want something big
Next time.
next time.
You got to get the crane to get it in here.
Because David, for 6 months I know you. Every time you talk about jet engine, I always think about those those snow making fan gun.
Yeah.
I always have that impression. I always thought that's a bit too big to drive around in a bushfire scene.
Yes.
How until today you bring out, man, this is the jet engine. I said, oh,
Well, there you go.
that's
Now you know.
big. All right.
So it might be little, but it's powerful.
So let's look at the camera
Yep.
and do your 30-second introduction. What does it do and what's JetWet Technology does?
Okay, so JetWet Technologies is developing new firefighting technologies. This little girl here is used for projecting high volumes of water vapor to the fire from long distances. So rather than using a fire hose where 90% of the water hits the ground and gets wasted, with this we can take the same amount of water and all of it gets to the fire and helps suppress the fire.
So when the water from the hose is mystified,
Yes,
it draw the temperature, suck the temperature out faster.
sucks the temperature out of the fire, but also envelops the fire in steam. So there's no free oxygen in steam, so fires don't burn in steam.
That's right.
So we reduce the temperature, we remove the oxygen.
Fantastic. So in terms of mobility, because in some bushfire location, of course, you got the helicopter or
Yep.
the jet to do water bombing.
Yes.
And what scenario use this technology?
Okay. So at this stage of our development, we're only putting this on land-based vehicles.
Yep.
But in the near future, we'll be putting these on helicopters. So instead of water bombing, the helicopter can spend an hour or half an hour over the fire, very targeted application of water vapor to the seat of the fire.
I thought the propeller of the helicopter were already creating a significant amount of
Downdraft? Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah, that's
that
right.
will help the jet
Sorry,
engine.
Thank you. I'm looking for the
Yes.
word downdraft. Yep.
Yes, downdraft. So that actually helps what we're trying to do,
Yep.
which is get the very, very small water particles down to ground level.
Okay, so mystify it even
Yes.
more.
Yes.
Very good, very good. So what is the scenario at the moment? Ground base? Is it sort of defending residential line?
Yes,
Fire break, that kind of things?
In the early stages, there'll be two core applications.
Yep.
One is rapid deployment for early attack on fires.
Yep.
So fast mobile vehicles that can get to a fire quickly.
Yep.
But the other will be more stationary type situations where we're defending property, whether it be houses or critical infrastructure or mining operations.
Mining operation?
Yes.
Okay, so if there is a mine close to a
Bushfire,
bushfire
yes.
zone of some
Yes.
sort. Yeah.
So this technology will help keep the fire away from the mine buildings and even the mine assets, particularly with coal.
Yep.
Because coal and bushfires don't do very well together.
That's right. But I thought coal would be normally far away from bush, right?
Not necessarily.
No. Normally they dig up giant hole, there's no
Yeah.
tree around it.
Yeah, they try and clear, but you get a lot of airborne embers.
That's
so
right.
So with this, we can actually maintain a moisture barrier over the coal, as an example,
Fantastic.
from large distances.
Fantastic.
To help stop
Fantastic.
mobile embers actually causing fires.
Yeah. In the presentation you made earlier, there was one picture showing a ute with a modular arm and
Yes.
the jet engine on
Yes.
top and the hose and things like
Yes.
that. How much would that cost?
Look, it's early days
Yeah.
now, and it will depend on the size of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the jet engine, the higher the cost.
Yeah. But you said that this one can go. It actually allowed the mist to reach 50
meters
from the vehicle.
Yes.
That's very far.
Yes. So,
Wait, how effectively equivalent to how many crew? If it is a crew using the traditional
a normal
hose.
fire hose will go from 15 to 25 meters.
Okay.
So we're double that.
So-
but the advantage of this is nobody
But
has to
then-
get out of the truck.
You don't have to get out of the
No,
truck.
it's fully automated.
Yeah. So it's just. Are you telling me our future rural fire services volunteer will be just sitting in an air-conditioned cab,
Eventually,
playing with the joysticks?
Eventually he'll be sitting in an air-conditioned office because the vehicle will be totally autonomous. So he will operate it remotely.
Autonomous remote control ute.
Yes.
Yes. For mining side, they already have that technology.
Yes.
I am aware of
Yes.
that one. Yeah, that's
So
right.
we're just taking this and putting it on that type of vehicle and operating this
Fantastic.
remotely.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, what's the progress so far?
So we built the proof of concept early last year.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, between COVID and the weather,
Yep.
we didn't get a chance to test it last year because
okay.
it never stopped raining.
And then La Nina or El Nina
Yeah.
is still here.
Yeah, it's getting a bit warmer now, so
Yep,
I think
that's
we might
right.
get a few fires this summer.
That's
so
right.
hopefully that'll get a chance to test it.
That's
We're
right.
currently
The
about
bureau said that La Nina has gone.
Yes.
Is that right? Yep.
So we're currently about halfway through building a full-sized proper prototype. But it'll have this jet engine.
This is full size or there is a bigger one?
No, so this is the smallest full size.
All right. This
So
is
they get a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So on the really big trucks,
Yeah.
we'll actually have an engine off a jet aircraft.
of a real size.
Off a real size, yes.
At the end of that arm.
Yeah, it's a big hydraulic arm pointing.
Really? With a big engine on it?
Yep.
Why not electric then? Why? I was actually naturally.
Well, why not electric fans?
Why those fan by the use in the
Because
snow
then-
field?
because then
are they big enough?
So we're
But then
mobile.
you-
So we're mobile.
Yes, that's
So
right.
those
You have a power supply battery problem.
you've got power supplies, but also this actually still produces more thrust, more distance.
More volume of air.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for us, it's
a
about
higher pressure.
Yes,
Yeah.
and for us, it's a very targeted volume of air.
That's
we don't
right.
want it wide; we want it focused, and that's easier with
That
the jet
is
engine
true.
than anything
That
else.
is true. That is true. All right. So, what's the ask for anyone out there watching this or discover this video? What would you like them to do for you if they like the size of this jet engine?
Well, we're going to be opening an seed investment round very soon.
Fantastic.
They can send an email to david@jetwet.tech.
All right.
And we'll see what happens.
I will put your web link in the description below. So click the link and go to discover what David and his team has been doing, and find out more and watch the YouTube video.
Watch the YouTube video.
And I like the sound of that YouTube video. It does actually everyone.
It
Whoa!
makes a
It
lot
was
of-
a real
it
jet
makes a lot of
engine.
noise,
Yes,
yes.
that's right.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Are you watching any World Cup? Are you happy with the performance of the World Cup team so far?
Yeah, generally so far. I think Australia got where we all expected them or hoped them to get.
I think they already reaching equal
best. So.
equal best of the historical record, and seems to be doing it with grace and with style.
Yeah, they lost the first one, but then fought back well. And
Exactly.
won everything. They had to win after that.
Exactly. Well, at least cracks the nil with Argentina. That is a win.
Yeah, it was a good win. That, and with
So,
a bit of luck, that game could have gone the other
What's
way.
your personal opinion for the winner ultimate outcome?
Probably Brazil.
Brazil. All right. Okay.
See what
I
happens.
can't remember which side is Brazil now, but so
right.
everyone, thank
Thanks,
you for
guys.
watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you want to know more about JetWet technologies, Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer.
You
That's
haven't
what we
mentioned the
call it.
name. Exactly.
Yes.
The product name is called Dragon Slayer.
That's correct, yes.
Follow the link in the description
Yep.
and find out what they are doing. And if you're interested in investing in this or help them to reach more client,
Yep, give us a call.
definitely.
Send us an email.
Let's roll the sponsor message and we'll come back for the next team from Canyon Solar.
Oh, from
That's
Canyon.
right, Will from Canyon
Yep.
Solar.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for all the people that are watching online. I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name's Alex. I'm the founder of Furness.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only copy.
Please jump on here, send us.
So while we are waiting for Will from, here he is. We just have Will joining us from Canyon.
Good evening.
What was Dan saying? How did he pronounce your company name?
Salor, something
Salor,
like that.
yeah,
I think he was
Canyon
struggling
Salor.
with the solar part, which surprised me. I would have thought that would be the easy part.
But he's doing fine.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. I like the symbiote.
Symbiote. I think it was.
Yes, symbiote.
So yeah,
That's right.
they did a fantastic pitch tonight. They did a really good job. Cool technology
You
too.
enjoy it?
Loved it.
Oh,
This is actually
this is a sign that one of our light is out. Let me turn on the other light.
no worries. I'll wait for you. We're back on.
So, we are back. The
We're
light
back.
is slightly different, but anyway, it works. At least Will is bright and clear.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now we have Will from Canyon Solar here to talk about your experience, your pitch, and your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's introduce yourself to the audience.
So my name is Will Furness. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of
Yep.
Canyon Solar. This is actually my 6th week, so it's very early days.
6 weeks.
6 weeks, so very early. But I've been partnering with Will Beaumont, who's the
That's right.
CEO.
So
and
Will
we've known
has
each other for 10
been
years.
solo for the last
18 months. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
Okay, so
Yeah,
he
he's done a
joined
really
the
good
Tech
job.
for Good program as solo.
Correct. Yes. So
Now
Will's
it
off on
makes
holidays
sense.
at the moment, so you're stuck with me instead.
That's
But
fine.
yeah, so I've joined after 4 years with the Australian
Yep.
Renewable Energy Agency, which was
Fantastic.
awesome fun. It was
That's
great.
fantastic.
Really cool technologies there.
Can I ask why Canyon Solar? Why not Sun Cable project? Why not 5B? Why not so many other exciting solar projects out there?
I'm really, really excited
Yep.
about joining Startup Land.
That's great.
Why? Because I actually think that we can have the most impact at this level.
Exactly.
You know, I've come from a big corporate environment. It was great, very rewarding.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of people out there with those skill sets that,
Yeah.
that can do those jobs. And I think at this level, you
Yeah.
can really drive disruption and impact.
Exactly. You like to do everything with your hands on and
That's
not
it.
just say waiting for someone to do the next task for you, wait for someone the next task
Yes.
for you.
You should have seen us last week. We had the tool belts on, had the high-vis down at Mittagong at our manufacturing facility
Fantastic.
prototyping. So we do everything.
So, I think the audience haven't picked up what you offer. Can you do
Yeah.
a quick 30-second intro?
Absolutely. So at Canyon Solar, we install shade in your car parks but our shade system's made of solar PV panels.
Yeah.
So the idea is we turn your car park into a renewable energy hub that generates renewable electricity and also charges your electric vehicles at the same time.
A outdoor open car park
Correct.
could nearly instantly turn into a solar farm, gathering solar power with Canyon Solar prefab solar kit.
Absolutely.
I thought that the prefab is the key thing.
It is key. So we're the only modular system in the market.
That's fantastic.
What that allows us to do is shift 80% of the labour into the factory where it's nice and controlled. And it means that we can install on site 3 times faster than any competing in situ system in the market, which is a huge advantage. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Does it mean, is it require footing work, drilling, digging and things, sinking the anchor pole, and then you bolt it on?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you count the 3 times faster? Do you count the groundwork stage or only the installation stage?
All of
Just
it.
to be specific.
All of it.
All of it.
And we offer all of that as well. So it's quite
Fantastic.
rare.
Yeah.
A lot of our competitors in the market,
Yeah.
they only do the panels.
That's
or
right.
they only do the beams.
Exactly.
Or they only
because
do the steel.
that's a traditional modular supplier.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
but we
right.
do everything. So we do the geotech,
Yeah.
we do the civil foundations,
Yeah.
we do all of the structure, installation, commissioning.
Fantastic.
It's all us. One-stop shop.
Fantastic. And you already have a couple of big sponsors.
Yeah, well, a couple of big projects, a few big projects, 3 projects.
Before we talk the project, the sponsor first, because
Oh,
it's
of
somehow
course.
tied to the steel that you use. Is that right? At least one of them.
Yeah, so we've received grant funding from the New South Wales government through the Minimum Viable Product Grant Program.
That's good.
But then also, perhaps more excitingly, from BlueScope as well, so through their Solar Accelerator Program.
All right, okay. But do you use BlueScope steel in those structural steels?
Yes, we do. So the end supplier for us is BlueScope. We go through an intermediary, but yes.
Okay.
So all Australian steel, which is really a really good news story as well.
That's fantastic story. I remember one thing that puzzled me is there are 2 questions. First question, why 9 bay wide car parking module? Why not 3 bay wide? Why 9 bay wide?
So each bay is 3 car spaces. So each bay that we do.
Oh, each module.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is 3 car spaces.
Okay.
Why 3 though?
No, because one of the material, maybe last time you mentioned there is a 9 car space package. It's the minimum size. Is that right?
So our minimum size is 3 car spaces.
Oh, 3 now.
Yeah,
Not,
only
okay,
3.
sorry, my mistakes.
All good.
All good.
But it's a good question. You know, why 3?
Yeah, why 3?
Most systems in the market, they only do 2. But if we extend it to 3, we essentially have 50% less steel for more car spaces. So it just means that we can come in and be more materially efficient as well. So it's just an optimization that we've got.
So for 3 car space, so it's a 6 meter deep or 5 meter deep times 2.5 meter wide.
Correct.
How many solar panel we are talking about?
Yeah, so roughly a good metric to use is that per car space we have about 3.5 kilowatts of installed solar capacity.
That's fantastic.
That's probably
about 12
a
panels.
small house.
12 panels, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the rough metric. So 100 car spaces times 3.5 kilowatts, 350 kilowatt system for 100 car spaces.
That's fantastic. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
If someone is inspired by you, Will, and inspired by another Will, do they need to change the name to Will before they join you guys?
Despite what you might think, we're all about diversity at Canyon Solar.
Okay.
So no,
Simon,
absolutely.
Mike, and John can apply as well for the next employee.
And Joanna, Caitlin, Holly, Susie as well. Absolutely.
April, May, and June can apply too.
Correct. Correct.
So what's the next stage?
Next stage for us, so we're focusing on delivering the 3 projects that we've just won, which is really exciting. So $1.5 million in project value that we've won this quarter, our first quarter, and we've sold that much already, which is great traction.
Fantastic.
And scaling up our manufacturing facility here domestically as well. So we've got a facility down in Mittagong.
Fantastic.
But with those 3 projects, we'll already be, the order book's full, so to say, for the moment. So that's
so that means you are hiring. Order book full means actually you now
absolutely.
have startup is all about enjoying the juggling.
Absolutely.
You have not enough sales, enough staff, but once you have enough sales and you don't have enough staff, and you don't have enough cash flow, so it's about juggling the three balls.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And I would encourage anyone else who's interested out there to please reach out. You know, we're looking for engineers, designers, business development staff. If you've got an interest in this space, then please do reach out.
Do you take interns? Engineering intern from uni? Which uni?
I think we're quite open-minded. So I know the UNSW has a great program for renewable energy at the moment, and a lot of those undergraduates have the skills that we need in solar PV system design.
Yep.
So I would encourage them to reach out, but we're not exclusive. So
of course,
anyone who's interested, please reach out.
So anyone and everyone, if you are interested in modular, prefabbed, fast installation, cost-efficient solar solution for open car park for commercial spaces.
With EV charging integration as well. So if you're interested in electric...
EV charging integration.
Absolutely.
So you have the space, or you mean you have actually the charging module?
The charger, so we just white label our chargers, but the idea is because you've already got the solar infrastructure installed...
Yeah, but you still need the battery though.
Not necessarily.
No, but the solar power from the panel is so slow feeding, you do need a battery to suck it up and then fast charging. Otherwise, you have to do a barbie, a picnic under your solar panel.
Or you power from the grid. Or you power from the grid.
Yes.
So might not all be completely from the solar panels.
Exactly.
But it would soak up a lot of that demand,
That's true,
which is
that's
good.
true,
So,
that's true.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
No worries. Drinks break.
Any other thing you want to tell the audience?
Nothing off the top of my mind. I would just say, it's a really exciting space. I would encourage everyone to, come down and get involved down at Fishburners. It's been a great pitch night.
All right.
Some really interesting companies that I've been able to watch pitch. So, thank you.
You enjoyed the fellow founders in the Tech for Good program?
I did. It was fantastic.
And I think we together should say thank you to City of Sydney for sponsoring this program. And for all the other Tech for Good purpose founder.
Correct.
Should they join this program and should they join this community and network with you guys?
And not just climate tech as well. I think often I get caught in the bubble of just being involved in climate tech.
Yeah.
But there was disability tech, there was health tech, there was biodiversity tech.
That's right.
All different types of facets of Tech for Good, which is really, really nice to see.
Thank you so much for spending time with us,
Thank you for having me.
All right. Follow the link in the description below and find out what Will and Will are doing at Canyon Solar. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for all the people that are watching online. I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name's Alex. I'm the founder of Furness.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only
Please jump on here, send us